Brendan Kelly, Montreal Gazette, October 29, 2017. Adam Cohen, son of Leonard Cohen, holds up an honorary award for his father at the Gala de Adisq award ceremony in Montreal on Sunday, October 29, 2017. Graham Hughes, Montreal Gazette. Safia Nolan. Graham Hughes, Montreal Gazette. Patrice Michaud. Graham Hughes, Montreal Gazette. Els Sœurs Boulay hold up their award for Group of the Year award. Graham Hughes, Montreal Gazette. Daniel Belanger. Graham Hughes, Montreal Gazette. Clo Pelgag. Graham Hughes, Montreal Gazette. El Gala de Adisq kicked off in high fashion Sunday night at Salle Wilfrid Pelletier with a trio of eclectic Quebecois artists. The music awards show opened with the wild, woolly, wacky hip-hop of Alec Lair Ensemble, with the hot happening outfit giving a shout-out to the history of Quebecois rap, name-checking KCLMNOP and Sans Pression. Then came the sophisticated pop of newish artist Charlotte Cardin, who is making waves on both sides of the border. The opening sequence concluded with singer-songwriter Daniel Belanger doing his distinctive "It Could Only Happen in Quebec" rock thing. In short, it was a reminder the francophone music scene ICI is bursting at the seams with talent and in most every genre imaginable. That, after all, is what this music gala is all about. It's designed to shine the spotlight on the best of what's being produced in La Belle Province, and that's exactly what Sunday's highly entertaining show did. Safia Nolan, who won as Discovery of the Year at last year's gala, took home one of the evening's most prestigious trophies, winning as Female Artist of the Year. That category is voted by the public and is a testament to how Nolan's hard-hitting, emotionally wrenching songs have touched music listeners here. There was a big controversy last year with many complaining she didn't arrive at the gala wearing a designer dress and instead was sporting her usual grungy style. And, yes, she was as grungy as ever Sunday, and more power to her for being herself. Patrice Michaud won as Male Artist of the Year and his hit Kamikaze was voted Song of the Year. Both these awards are also decided by the public. An honorary Felix Trophy was given to the late Leonard Cohen for his entire oeuvre, and his son Adam Cohen was on hand to accept it, during a tribute that featured Richard Sagan, Les Sœurs Boulay and Michaud singing the Cohen staple Hallelujah. 30 years ago, they tried to give him the Governor General's award and he refused it, Adam Cohen said. But this one he'd be happy to accept. He'd want me to say two things. Firstly, one of his biggest regrets at the end of his life was that he couldn't spend his last days in Montreal. And he wanted to weigh in on one of the burning debates in Montreal, whether the smoked meat was better at Schwartz or at the Maine. He preferred the Maine. The Adisq Gala was hosted, as it has been for years, by fast-talking funny man Louis-José Houd, and he killed it in his opening with a routine in which he chronicled how he described various Quebecois artists to his sister who lives in the U.S. Speaking of the Alec Lair Ensemble, it was a big night for them and the entire hip-hop scene here. It was only the second time ever that the Hip Hop Album of the Year trophy was handed out during the main broadcast gala. The last time this happened was way back in 1999. And it was Alec Lair Ensemble who won Hip Hop Album of the Year for their inspired offbeat collection Les Frères Quayeurs. It's not just a victory for Alec Lair Ensemble, it's a victory for all of Quebec hip-hop, said Ogden aka Robert Nelson from Alec Lair Ensemble. We share this with the rappers of the past and the present and the future. Les Sœurs Boulay won as Group of the Year, an award they won 2 years ago, and both Melanie and Stéphanie Boulay were quick to underline that it still meant a lot to win a second time. We won the same prize 2 years ago and we thought it was a little too quick, said Melanie Boulay in an interview. We thought at the time that we wanted to be in this business for a very long time, and so maybe this kind of confirms this. When we first won this prize, we kind of felt like imposters because we hadn't been in the music milieu for all that long. And we worried that we wouldn't last that long. But now we're going to take a break. I'm about to have a baby, but we really have the intention of being part of the musical landscape here for a very long time. And this gives us hope that it's going to be possible to stay around for a very long time. On stage, the sisters from New Richmond used the occasion to make a plea for the different levels of government to work to make sure singer-songwriters are properly compensated for their work. If we don't talk about this now, maybe at some point there won't be the same quality of music that we have now, said Stéphanie Boulay in an interview backstage. If the amount of financing goes down, it's only natural that the quality goes down as well. People want to be able to make a living from music. Music is our heritage, it's our identity. Culture is important. It's an injustice that companies are enriching themselves on the backs of creators while the creators are becoming poorer and poorer. Apple and the distributors are making more and more money, and at the same time there is less and less of this money being redistributed to the creators. Belanger won 2 awards, for Pop Album for Paloma and for Best Show by a Singer-Songwriter. Celine Dion's Encore Un Soir won as Adult Contemporary Album of the Year, though Dion was not on hand to receive the trophy. Klo Pelgag won as Singer-Songwriter of the Year for her album Le Toit Thoracique, and Pelgag made a point on stage of underlining it was the first time a woman had won this award in 24 years. Turns out the last woman to snare the award was Francine Raymond way back in 1993. Pelgag said she was convinced a lot more women would be winning the trophy in the years to come. Be Callie at postmedia.com, twitter.com, Brendan Showbiz.